Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? I dug out this old road atlas. I thought it'd be really nice just to look through it, and I'm going to do some tracing in this ASMR map video. I personally really enjoy videos with tracing. At the minute I'm really enjoying the videos of ASMR Melange and Geographica. So check those two brilliant ASMR artists out who do really inspiring and super informative and relaxing map videos. If I remember, I'll put the links to their channels. You probably already subscribe to them, but in case you haven't heard of them, drop them a comment and say I sent you. Say hi from me. So this particular page is of southern. Yeah, this is southern Norway. Oslo here, the capital. And then moving on to Sweden. This is Gothenburg, Göteborg. Going down to Malmö. Just across the Öresundsbron is Copenhagen. There's a bridge between the two. And then back up through Sweden. And Stockholm is here in this archipelago. And then Söderhamn, Sundsvall, all the way up, out of sight. That's Denmark. There's loads of different islands here. It's the sort of major island where Copenhagen is. Is it Sjælland? Sjælland? But then on this island, you've got Nyborg and Odense. But the two major cities on the sort of mainland are Aarhus and Aalborg. And then the border with Germany is just down here, because Rostock in Germany is there. This is the northern coast of Germany, and then the pink is Poland. So I say Koszalin and Słupsk. This is a nice double page spread here. So you've got the north part of Europe, north east. So we looked at Sweden and Norway, and then we can see here where it joins up with Finland, and actually this is Russia, and then to the south we can see, now I always have to pause and think about this, Baltics, Balkans, Baltics, this is the Baltic Sea, this is the Baltic states, and then the Balkans is like Croatia. Okay, so this is Estonia. Tallinn is the capital, and it's just the Gulf of Finland which separates it from Helsinki, the capital of Finland. And at one point, they would have spoken the same language, more or less. I've got lots of Finnish subscribers, so you can correct me in the comment section. And I think it's modern-day Estonian isn't quite... I mean, you can get by if you speak and understand quite a lot if you speak Finnish, but I think that it's not completely mutually intelligent. And it's got lots of islands. 2 big islands. 3, 4, 5. And if we go this way, then you can get to St. Petersburg. So I was doing that video a little while back on the history of Finland and its independence, and I didn't realise Viborg was part of Finland. So this area here would have been part of Finland, I think. And it's beautiful and it looks very Finnish. It's got a lovely castle there and everything. But the population is, 100% Russian now. I think when they had to cede the land to Russia in the agreement that they made, the entire population fled before it became part of the Russian Federation. Narva is just on the border there, look. And quite a large city of Novgorod. Novgorod is here. And Pskov is there, another large city. You can just see the northern part, northwestern part of Moscow here. And it's sort of satellite cities like Khimki, Zelenograd. Because it's become so big, it's like absorbed a lot of the cities in the Golden Ring, which goes around Moscow. And the Tver is there. And if you follow this road, it goes through Velike Luki into Latvia. So Latvia does, as I understand, have a sort of, this section might have Russian speakers living in it, but otherwise they speak Latvian, which is a Proto-European language, or a Proto-European language that is related to the others, but it's quite a difficult one to learn. And therefore it's not related to Estonian, because Estonian isn't a European language, is it? Oh yes, it is. I'll have to check that one. I think Finnish and Estonian are sort of, did they not come from Proto-European? Anyway, and then Lithuania starts down here, and we can't see the capital, it's further down. And we can see on the coast here the large island of Gotland, capital of Visby, which belongs to Sweden. But curiously, and I did a video on this channel like a year ago, so go looking for it. This is the island of Åland. And geographically it's closer to Sweden than it is Finland, and crucially it is Swedish speaking, as the name would suggest, Åland, but with the capital of Mariehamn, but it actually is currently part of Finland, but has special rights so that they have to, as part of the agreement between Sweden and Finland who fought over it, they have to be allowed to live their daily lives in Swedish, otherwise they can seek independence, or at least try and come into Sweden. But Finland have made reparations for that, and Swedish is an official language in all of Finland, not just the Finnish-speaking coastal areas here and Åland. And as I understand it, is taught in schools. Lots of people in Finland can speak basic Swedish, if not fluent Swedish. When I flew with Finnair, I had to stop over in Helsinki in order to go to China. And the second occasion I went to South Korea. So I have been to Helsinki, but just to the airport. It was beautiful, unbelievably beautiful. When we flew over, looking down, it was March and everything was frozen. All these lakes were frozen. Whereas back home in March, it had just snowed, but it wasn't ice. Rivers and lakes of ice. And yeah, all the announcements on the plane were Finnish first, Swedish second, Chinese third or Korean third, then English fourth. So it took ages to do the seatbelts and everything, but that's cool. I was loving it, as you can imagine, being able to speak Swedish and Chinese and a bit of Korean. So yeah, that's Helsinki, Åland, Stockholm, Tallinn, Riga. So I was reading something today, and apparently someone was saying that they do like geography related things, and they did like an article on the difference between England, Great Britain and the UK, or maybe even the British Isles. And apparently it's like his most read article. Even now, years later, it still gets about 50 views a day. So maybe I'll do a video on that for you. I can imagine, I've certainly Googled it in the past, because I get really frustrated when, you get drop-down menus and they say, oh, where are you from? And then sometimes it's Great Britain, sometimes it's UK, so you're either at the top, or you gotta scroll to the bottom. Yeah, so as you know, I'm from Wales, this country here, as part of the Union of the UK and Northern Ireland, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, the United Kingdom. So, already said it wrong. So, yeah, I was thinking I might do that video for you next week. Lovely island. This is Dublin. I've been to Dublin, and I've been to Belfast, and I've been to Cork. We flew in. Where did we fly from? Somewhere around here. Was it one of the London ones? Not Gatwick. Heathrow. Or maybe it wasn't Heathrow, maybe it was the other one out there. And we rented a car and we drove from Cork, and I think we went, did we go this way? And we went up to Galway and we stayed in Galway, and then we flew home. I'm trying to see the name. Limerick. We stopped in Limerick. Yeah, so we went that way and up. I was really impressed with the roads. I was driving in the middle of a storm, but the roads were such good quality and so empty. Traffic in the UK is just incredible. I remember driving in Spain and the roads are empty. Nothing as bad as the traffic in Beijing, don't get me wrong. This is the northern coast of Western Europe, this northwestern Europe coast. So we really seen Denmark. And we had a little look at the northern coast here of Poland and Germany. But then you've got the Netherlands here, with the coastal towns of, well, Amsterdam is not technically on the coast, Haarlem is coast, not far from the coast, Leiden, and Den Haag, The Hague, and then you've got Belgium. Bruges not far from the coast. Ostende is on the coast though. And then we go into France. Calais being the major port connecting with Dover in southeast England. And you can see a sort of road there, and that's the Channel Tunnel underneath. I've been through it a couple of times. It's very, very fast and very convenient. And you've got this coast here, Dieppe, Le Havre, Caen, Cherbourg. So this is Brittany here. So this must be Normandy. Does this say anywhere? No. And then curiously, talking about islands that we talked about with Åland, there are several islands here: Guernsey, Jersey, and there should be one more tiny one, Guernsey. Is that Alderney? These are all part of Great Britain. Well, they are British Crown dependency, so they're really weird because they use the pound, but I don't think you pay tax, or you don't pay the same tax. And yeah, so Jersey's there, so as you can see it's really close to France. Guernsey and Alderney, I don't know who lives on Alderney, it's tiny, but yeah, but they've got completely different rules, and you can't move there. You have to sort of be born there in order to live there, or be married to someone who's born there and living there. This is sort of, it's just, I think they don't really like migration. And then Saint-Malo, very important port in the history of France. At one point, the Falkland Islands down by Argentina were called Saint-Malo or something like that, because the people set sail from here to the Falkland Islands and found them before they became part of British overseas territory. And then Brest is here. So I love this area here because this is Brittany, and some of them speak a language, Breton, which is not French. It's related to, most similar to Cornish, a language which had died out but has been revived, part of Cornwall, and it's similar to Welsh, my language, which is cool. And then we can see Rennes here, which is just on the border of Brittany, but part of Brittany, and Nantes down the bottom here. So next time we'll carry on, and we'll take a little look at, well, on this page it's Central and Eastern Europe, so Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Belarus, Ukraine, Romania, Hungary, and then Spain and Northern Africa. But yeah, I'll do a little series using this book. I quite like it. I love tracing, and I know lots of you prefer physical maps to the online ones. So drop a comment and let me know if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon.